Hi everyone, it's Kateria Knows. Today I'm here to speak about Mercury Retrograde. Well, more so the positive aspects and characteristics of Mercury Retrograde. There are a lot of videos and articles speaking about Mercury Retrograde and how horrible this time could be. But there are also very beautiful things when Mercury goes retrograde. So let's get right into that. Mercury is the planet that rules over Gemini as well as the sign Virgo. The sign Gemini rules many things, including the hands, cell phones, short distance travel, skateboards, scooters, skates, and things that will cause you to have a short distance travel, whatever that may be. Little bikes, all kinds of things. And the sign of Virgo deals with small pets, hygiene, health overall, and nutrition, your daily routine and activities, and your digestive system and tract. But there are tons of things that these signs deal with and roll over. I don't want to get so technical with this video. I just want to really focus on the positive aspects of Mercury retrograde. So when you think about the term retrograde, it's kind of like going backwards, because they state that Mercury's going backwards, although it is not. It just seems to look that way because Earth is speeding and Mercury looks like it is going backwards while Earth is passing Mercury, but it's still going in a forward motion. So when Mercury goes retrograde, the positive things that happen, Mercury going retrograde allows you to remember. Retrograde, R-E, remember. It allows you to finish old projects that you may have not completed. You may have started writing a book, for instance, and you haven't got a chance to finish completing that book. Well, when Mercury goes retrograde, you get that opportunity again. It gives you opportunities again. Another thing with Mercury going retrograde, since Mercury rules over Gemini and that deals with siblings and cousins and close relatives or distant relatives, you can say. Some people see their cousins as being close or distant, and sometimes your siblings are close or distant from you. But Gemini rules over those aspects of the family. And when Mercury goes retrograde, it allows you to have a family reunion, or it allows you to speak to those people again. You may have had an argument with a cousin, a family member, a sister or brother, and you guys may have not been in contact with each other, but when Mercury goes retrograde, now you have a time to mend that relationship and speak to that person again. Mercury retrograde also allows you to finish reading a book that you may have not finished reading. You may have a really huge book and you haven't had time to sit down and focus and read this book. But now that Mercury is retrograde, you are given that chance once again. Also dealing with, for instance, social media. I haven't been on social media. I've taken a break from it for a while, or doing my videos. Now that Mercury has gone retrograde, I'm going back to what I was doing before. Even old friends that you haven't spoke to in a while, they start to resurface. Phone calls from distant people that you haven't spoken to in a while, they are resurfacing. Even contracts, like for instance, you're signing a major business deal, or you were signing a major business deal, but it didn't go through. Now that Mercury's retrograde, you get that time and that chance once again. It's kind of like Mercury retrograde gives you a chance to rewrite your contracts on things, where people say, oh man, I messed up, I could have did this and that, but it didn't go through, I messed the whole thing up. Well, when Mercury goes retrograde, you get that chance again. I really want you guys to understand that Mercury retrograde can be a very beneficial time. It allows you to also reflect and see how much you have grown during your transition to elevation and ascension, if you are on that path. Mercury retrograde gives you a chance to reminisce. You'll see yourself, like if you're on Facebook, you'll see yourself going back to your old posts or reposting some of your old posts of things that you said before, or just looking at pictures, your old pictures, and then you're getting a chance to see how you are now. So Mercury retrograde is a very beautiful experience, and I actually rejoice and enjoy this time, and I wish more people would. But when I look at social media or I talk to other astrologers, they're always talking about, oh no, Mercury's retrograde, your car is going to break down and this and this and that. And yes, those things could happen, because there are good things and bad things through every planetary rotation. So you have to be mindful when it comes to short distance travels to Be clear before Mercury goes retrograde. Know that Mercury goes retrograde about 3 to 4 times every single year, and that cycle lasts for about 3 to 4 weeks each period. So if you know beforehand that Mercury's going to go retrograde, understand to take time out, check your engine, check your oil, check anything that could be wrong with your car, your license and registration, all those things. Know beforehand, and that's the beauty of astrology. It gives you a chance to know what's going to happen before it happens. Anyhow, that is my tidbit on Mercury retrograde and the positive aspects of it. Rejoice, call some of those old friends and family members that you may have fallen out with. And I just want you guys to always remember, may there be love and purpose in all that you do. And so it is. Follow me on Instagram at Kateria Knows, and also like me on Facebook, Kateria Knows, the Mystical Genius. See you soon. Bye.